Warning, 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 warning.
This is a emergency broadcast. Code Red, here we are. Pick up your iPads, your cell phones, and have me and listen to Uncle the Podcast. Watch out. If you're sitting down for this, or if you're standing up, you better get ready for this, because it's gonna hit the eardrums. Uncle the Podcast.
You are listening to Uncle the Broadcast. My name is Aaron. I'm the nephew-in-law. Here with me is the star of the show, Uncle.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Don't know what the thing is. Been back so long. I don't know. I forgot what number they're on.
262.
262.
That's the episode we're on, Uncle.
Wow, look at that. They finally getting something right.
Not bad, huh?
Yeah.
It's a lot of episodes.
Okay.
Well, we're live on Ocelli Radio Network, live on a Friday night, as we usually are, but we've been away for a couple weeks. Glad to be back, of course, aren't we, Uncle?
Yeah.
It's good. And I see that we've got some folks in the chat room already over at Twitch, because we live stream Twitch, YouTube.
All right.
Twitter.
Tonight I want to hear, what's his name? On this talk, on this radio, on this phone, and let's have this excess man that got this picture. I want to hear his voice.
Creative accident.
Crazy accidents. You better bit and start talking
Uncle
on telephone.
Uncle would like it if creative accidents called into the show. One day he may, Uncle, but I'm not sure if that night is going to be tonight. I'm just glad that anybody is listening tonight, because it's been a while since we've been here again, a couple weeks, but it's with good reason, I think, Uncle. We've been busy, right? What have we been up to the past few weeks?
The house thing. Well, they've been working on the house thing.
The desert
Finally,
house?
everybody, we got some good news. It's only in there for mention.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, people. Isn't that something to know?
So Uncle, of course, is talking about the desert house.
Finally.
Landers, we have the property. We're there, and we've been out there quite a bit. So we've been spending a lot of time in Landers. So that's where we've been a lot of weeks. We haven't been here, but we've been getting things done out there, and it's been good. And what do you think about the area, Uncle? Like the desert, the high desert?
It's really interesting, but I seem to have... I can't explain it. My body can't explain it.
Your body
cannot explain it.
What?
I don't understand how.
The desert? You can't under this.
Because maybe it's high up or something.
Okay.
I'd say every time I go there, we need a bathroom. I mean, in these porno things. I'm not saying it's you. It's
Uncle,
just that it's my body.
Uncle seems to think that the desert makes him have to go to the bathroom.
Can I ask a question, Aaron, about this?
Sure.
Because what Uncle's saying already has me a little concerned. Is it at a higher elevation, that property, than what you're used
Yes,
to?
it is.
Higher up.
Yes, it is.
It's higher up. Exactly. Chuck.
Okay. Well,
and I think, I'm not for sure, but I think that is the cause of the problem. I don't know, but because I've been going with his wife and back and forth for a little while, and doing these things, and it's come to my intention about this high incense, high thing, like going on an aeroplane, flying up in the air.
Right.
And it's something like that.
It's the high desert. So,
High desert.
So literally, it is higher elevation than it is here in
Okay.
Riverside, where
Correct.
So it
Correct.
definitely is.
Yeah,
And
that makes sense.
what's-
But about the bathroom thing, that's different because, the air is thinner when it's higher and all that
Right.
kind of stuff. So, you feel a little different. Yeah, you might sleep a little different. You're breathing a little different. But
Right.
now this bathroom thing, I don't know.
It's my stomach. It's not. It's just my stomach. doesn't agree with something. I don't know why. That's what I don't understand. Not the bad option going down all the time. It's just the stomach.
Do you have any ideas on this, Chuck? Do you have
do
any
you have any
insight?
ideas?
Yeah, I'm working it out in my head. I'm wondering, do you? Okay, so I know you were making trips out there with Melissa, right?
Right.
And so
and doing all the unnecessary stuff, like putting the things on, getting the stuff organized,
yeah, you're getting stuff
trying
ready.
to
I
get
got you,
the house done and stuff.
No, I get that, but okay. So let me ask you a question. What do you eat? Do you eat the same thing when you go out there? Do you have what do you eat when you go out there for a while? Because if you're out there a while, you got to have something to eat, right?
Well, yeah, she brings it. We get things on the road.
Do you do the fast food thing on the
See?
road when you head out there?
Oh, you see where I'm going, Aaron, don't you?
Yeah, I know
Okay.
because this is actually a problem, not just when it comes to the high desert, but just generally.
Maybe it's the food.
Well,
I'm
yeah,
thinking
if you're doing the fast food thing out there, Uncle, that's gonna get you. I gotta tell you. I don't know what you. I don't know for sure, but I think maybe that's the case.
Oh, well, she buys cereal. That's fine. That might be it. Maybe we solved the problem. That might be it.
Well, maybe.
But
Yeah.
But I've had cereal out there, it's fine. Things
Okay.
in the grocery store, fine.
Okay.
Anywhere else, problem. I think
Well-
you might be hit something there.
Yeah, because I'm thinking you go to a higher elevation. Look, it changes the air pressure a bit. You got a different pressure on you. That's part of the, that's why the air's different. Some people say it's thinner. Kind of a weird way to put it, but okay. And I get
like
it.
Denver, Colorado, for example.
Oh yeah, okay. I know you know that from watching baseball, right?
Yeah.
Because the ball flies further because you're higher elevation. The air's thinner. Okay.
Right.
Well, anyway, you got different air pressure on you, and maybe it's the kind of thing that might happen, but because of the different air pressure, it goes a little more because of the greasy fast food. I mean, that's the kind of thing you get. You're 20 years old. You can eat that stuff all day. It don't bother you. You know what I mean? You could eat a pound of grease and nothing's wrong.
What causes it, would you say?
Well, you do it at a little older age there, and I got to tell you,
we're getting a project here.
yeah, I know it gives me a different reaction, even me. And I'm not as old as you. I'm not calling you old or nothing. I'm just saying I'm not as old as you. And as I've gotten older, I got to tell you, the fast food runs right through me. Pretty much. I mean, it's like, okay, I haven't taken care of business in the bathroom for a couple of days. You know what I need to do? Go to McDonald's, because if I can get that burger down, no problem. We're going to fix that other problem just like that. And I know this, right? So here's the thing. You go into a different elevation, your body's already a little different, you're breathing a little different. It's not bad for you, but you're different, right? So maybe you get a little different reaction from the fast food. You should avoid eating the fast food when you go out there. See how that works for you, because I think that'll be all right.
Like pizza and
That's a good
stuff
suggestion.
like that. The pizza, they
No
go
pizza.
up there. They go up there, had pizza. No, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
They
that'll do
had
it.
pizza and all this junk, this stuff, and I said, wait a minute. You're gonna make something. Go to the proper grocery store. Tell your wife.
Yeah.
Go to your proper grocery store. Make food at there.
Yeah, but everybody does this.
Would that sound right?
No, I know what you're saying, but everybody does this. You drive a long way. You don't feel like going to the grocery store. Then you got to take it. You got to put it together. No, let's just go pick it up and eat it, And
that's the problem.
almost everybody gets pizzas when they're moving. I mean, I think that's like an American tradition, isn't it?
For sure.
But yeah, that might be the key though, because a
That
little,
might be, yeah,
little
it
too
might
much
be.
grease, a
I
little too
think
much
so.
oil in the thin air, and whoop, there's your problem.
Count Pupper saying definitely the food upsetting your stomach, Uncle. He's saying that in the Twitch chat.
Yeah, there
So
you go.
hello.
Well, how do you feel when you eat that then, psychic?
When I eat fast food?
Yeah, in words is what what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It
youngster,
depends
tell us
on
about
the
it.
Food. Yeah. I mean, certain foods are worse than others.
Because I know you've been throwing up a lot. You throw up, and next morning you're
Yeah.
out the. I
and-
know him.
You and my wife both like to give me a hard time about my propensity for vomiting.
I do.
Well, it seems like it. You two like to get on me about that for whatever reason. Like, I end up throwing up more often than I'd like, I guess. Sometimes I'll walk outside and I'll throw up out front for no particular reason. I don't know why. But it happens. And with my wife, it's the way that I throw up apparently is the wrong way to do it.
And we all know the legend.
Too much gusto.
Gusto. We all know the legend of the Santa Claus wine. So, there's that.
Yeah, that.
Right?
Well, that of course is a story in itself.
All right. So Franz is a puker, is what you're telling me here. I mean, that's what it is.
Okay. Yeah, that's me.
I'm just, I'm giving my observations. I mean, I'm not judging. I'm just giving you my observations.
I know you're not judging, Chuck. I'm just saying sometimes it feels as though I'm being judged by others. That might be my perception that's wrong too.
Well, if you're puking a lot in front of people, it could be something that invites a little bit of judgment. I mean, I'm just saying, like
it doesn't seem like that much to me. I don't know.
Well,
but maybe
it's not much to you, but if it's a bit above normal, other people might be like, and I'm not saying your wife would be like this with you, but friends could even go, do we really want to invite Aaron to the party? Because it's very likely he's going to throw up, and I mean, I got a small apartment. We're going to smell that. You know what I'm saying? Like
cleaning time.
Maybe it's just me.
Maids, please, maids.
I mean, I remember. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I think it's important to let people know, remind them that this is a live show, and they can actually call in, because I don't think I mentioned that. So call in.
You did not, but yeah.
319-527-5016 or message Skype or Chuck on Skype. He's Charles.Ocelli. Send him a message or 319-527-5016.
What was that lady's name again?
Look, we got a call already.
Look at that.
Oh,
hello, who's on the phone? Who's on the call and where you from and who's on this phone?
This is Jimmy James from Michigan, and I'm calling to welcome Uncle and Aaron back on.
Oh, howdy.
Thank you very much,
Jimmy.
Great to be here.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here as well.
Yeah.
Uncle, you feeling all right?
I'm feeling fine now, yeah. We were just having this discussion about high altitude.
Health issues.
Health issue and high altitude. Where go Denver, Colorado, you go high altitude. Now, I didn't realize when they go to the desert that it's a high altitude.
It's fairly high, yeah.
Yeah, well, I want
to say maybe like between 3,500 and 4,200.
But I have noticed though my ears been popping. So that told me we were on an airplane flying up in the air, coming down off to the hills, coming down normal speed, normal area to come down, and then my ears started popping again.
Yeah, see, now this used to happen to me going through Pennsylvania, though, Uncle. You don't have to go on an airplane. I mean, I used to go from Philly to West Pennsylvania, and on the way, I guarantee you one thing, your ears will pop, because you're going up. There's a bit of mountains over there. Right, Aaron?
Very hilly.
That too. That's what I meant.
Chuck, did you ever stop in Breezewood where that famous internet photo is now taken? You know the photo from Breezewood Travel Plaza there, right off the Turnpike. You ever been there, Chuck?
I don't. I'm not sure what you're talking about, actually.
Yeah, it's right off the 76, near where the 76 and 70 highways meet. It's just this place called Breezewood, and there's this photo online that a lot of times it like goes as like, this is what's wrong with America and the world, and you see McDonald's, you see like gas stations, you see all sorts of like crappy little restaurants and stuff, and you see all these signs down this strip. I've been on that strip many times when I used to drive from Pennsylvania to Ohio, so I'm quite aware of Breezewood, but it's turned into a meme online that people have used. So.
Well, I was totally unaware of it. I mean, if somebody in chat comes up with a picture and wants to drop it in. See, now, Creative Accidents, I don't see him around tonight. Even though he said he was going to be listening.
Yeah, what's wrong with him?
I don't know, but I guarantee you, before I even got that sentence out of my mouth, Creative Accidents would have had a picture up.
Oh, yes, he would have. Definitely would have.
Where is he tonight? I don't know. No, but I've never seen this place, so hopefully somebody will give me a visual aid so I can maybe take a look at it. Maybe I have been there, and I just don't realize it.
What's this guy?
Yeah, I
Uncle, I
definitely.
have a thing that may or may not help you. It's no joke. It's something I did. I did a lot of traveling, a lot of air travel. It's something that an old chief petty officer taught me, and it's something that some old chief petty officer taught him. Every time we fly in a new country, we would literally take our shoes and socks off and we'll just walk around the ground for a while.
That help you?
And it helps you climb.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Climate. How do I want to say this, Chuck? Acclimate to the local climate.
Yeah.
Just the earth.
I've heard this. I got to tell you, I've never tried it, but I've heard this from a lot of people that, just go barefoot for a minute in the new place, especially if you can get on some grass and dirt. It's even better. And if you do that for a little bit, you won't feel out of place. You won't feel like the air's different and everything else. Like it'll just connect you, sort of. And literally, people have told me that's called getting grounded.
Yeah.
I've never tried it, but I've heard about this a long time. So yeah.
Well, wait a minute.
well,
Wait a minute. I remember seeing that movie, and the guy did it in the bathroom.
Got grounded. They took his shoes off.
He
in the
took
bathroom?
he took his shoes off. It was the fighter. It was a show called what the heck?
I would think that's
with
counterintuitive.
with these guys shooting up the place, the building.
Okay.
And
you're talking about Die Hard. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Die Hard.
He winds up. Yeah.
He had the shoes off.
He
and
ends
he's
up with
taking the shoes off.
Right.
And flipping his toes. Just what you guys are talking about.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. No, that's true. That's in that movie too. But I've heard about this from regular people, not just the movies. And Count Pupper dropped a picture of an intersection.
Yes, he did. That's it.
That's
Count
it?
Pupper, in the HLE.com chat now.
Yeah.
The image that Count Pupper dropped is the one I was referring to, which is Breezewood, Pennsylvania Travel Plaza. There's a gifts and souvenirs shop in there, and I'm pretty certain I have a Pennsylvania state magnet that I bought from there.
You did?
Yeah,
Is it on?
I'm
I gotta
certain
check
it
to
was
see
that
if it's
place,
on
yeah.
it's on the refrigerator. Putting the bat out. I gotta check it
It's
out.
got the ruffed grouse on it, the state bird. It's quite elegant.
Now I recognize this intersection, but I never realized it was and I know it because of the way that the believe it or not, the Exxon and the Shell are oriented near each other. Because I had to go out in that direction for professional reasons. And I do recognize it. I never knew anything about it. I mean, it looks a little different from what I remember, though, because I think the last time I was there was maybe 99. But
yeah, way long time ago.
Yeah, but this intersection did exist pretty much like this. The Perkins has been there forever. I know that. And but there's a couple of differences. I think there was actually a couple of spots, a couple of other things here that made it even worse at one point. As far as it almost looks like every corporate franchise that you could think of sort of threw up in one spot. It was really bad at one point, I think, and might be more if you expanded out in different directions. But I recognize this intersection and that Exxon.
Yep. Yeah. Me too. I've been there many times, and it's just funny to me how this image has become iconic, and it's for those reasons you're saying, Chuck. It's just like, look at all those disgusting corporate logos all over the place. It's just an abomination.
Well, in '99, I can tell you that Exxon where there's the canopy, which is over the pumps, all right, had a cover on it. And I know this because they were having trouble with the Giant, and this is a true story. I don't know if they use this thing anymore because I haven't seen it in 20 years. But they used to have a giant inflatable tiger that they would put on top of some Exxons for promotions.
Oh, yeah.
And they had that thing on there, and I was actually there when they were having trouble keeping it secured. So I happen to know that roof had more to it 20 years ago, that canopy roof. It's probably been redone and set up for access and drainage now, but they had troubles with it because that roof was not in good shape, and I think it was falling apart because it had taken on too much ice and stuff. during certain times of year, and they were having trouble keeping the tiger like the tiger was going to go rolling down the strip here. Is what was going to happen if they lost control of it.
That's the sign of the tiger.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, they used to have,
I know.
put a tiger in your tank and all that. So,
Yeah.
anyways, I don't even know if Exxon does that anymore. I haven't seen Exxon commercials in a while.
No, they don't.
That was
Just
one
the
of their
name
old
now.
slogans. Yeah, but
Outlaw.
yeah, sweet memories of driving down the Pennsylvania Turnpike. Got plenty of those, let me tell you. So, yeah, just an iconic image that's interesting.
Yeah.
What do you think about this?
I'm looking at this picture. I don't know what this is.
Yeah. You see this picture?
I've seen this picture, but this picture on the side of us.
Oh, you're talking about the live stream image of ourselves. Yeah, that's what the audience is seeing now. They see the two of us on camera. They see the chat, the Ocelli.com chat, the globe, the chat.
Oh, that's how what
Twitch.
that is. The globe.
Yep,
That's the globe there.
that's the globe spinning from Ocelli.com. That shows who's at Ocelli.com right now. Somebody in Minnesota is on Ocelli.com now. That's cool.
Oh, I don't know what you're looking at there, so I kick.
And one of
It's
these
something else that I see.
One of these days, if Aaron can figure it out, we might actually have a producer cam too.
Oh, yeah. This could be
I
a
like that. I
point
like
on
that.
the side, and I'm still trying to say,
I'm
what
gonna-
the heck
hey,
is
look,
that?
We've been using this this photograph of you, Chuck, which I think does work quite well, but
Okay.
the video would be better. We need to get that going.
I might just like hang it from my ceiling, so you have like an overhead, like a security camera view of me. That's what I'm thinking I'll do. If you hook it, I got two cameras, so I can put one hanging from the ceiling and then have another one in front of me and give you two different shots. How about that?
I like that. Yeah, I kind of like the.
I like the idea. I
What'd
like
you
the
say?
claymation idea.
Oh well, please, anybody who want, if we could figure out a way to get claymation of the show, I'd love it. You kidding me?
I want claymation of the show in real time. Is what I want.
I think that can be done actually, like
Oh, God.
a sort of CGI. Well, I was playing with a thing like 3 years ago. He turned us all into fish. So everybody that was talking on the show, the AI figured out when the fish's mouth was supposed to move, and they would just swim around when they weren't talking, and then they would come up to the front of the screen when they talked. But each fish had a distinctly different look. So we could have like an Uncle Fish, an Aaron Fish, and a Chuck Fish. Yeah.
No,
real
that's cool,
time.
but I can't
You know,
help but be an animation purist and say.
Now I'm thinking of something.
Yeah, what do you
Why
got?
not put our faces in a fish?
Well, yeah, it's a
You
Chuck is
got
saying.
something. You got something there that instead of we're looking at me on over here, we could be looking at a fish face.
Good.
Here, behind you.
Well, yeah, I'm sure as the years go on, more and more of these things will exist, and they'll be easier and easier. We could do it right now. It's
Oh, no, that's
amazing what
insane.
can be done now with these this live streaming software we have, and the ease of use of all this stuff is really blows my mind. the opportunities to be creative with this stuff, there's a lot there. There's a lot of potential, and it's creatively inspiring, I gotta say. So it's cool what's available now.
You know, I know you love random ideas, so I want to throw one at you because I know Uncle looks forward to the revolution every year.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be great if on your live stream you literally green screened you guys into Times Square?
Yeah, we could do that.
How about that?
Let's try that this year. No, thinking of. No, it just said something. Chuck.
Aaron's like, thanks, Chuck. You just made work for me.
Yeah, you got some more work to do, sidekick. That's what you're going to work on.
A green screen wouldn't be that hard to set up. We've got this Uncle backdrop behind us. If we
Yeah,
replaced that with a cloth that was just a green cloth, and we lit the cloth right, we would have a green screen.
It doesn't
Oh,
have to be
that's
green.
easy to do. They're done.
You know, it
No?
doesn't have to be
Okay.
green either. It just has to be solid and consistent.
True.
Yeah.
Any
Do you
color.
guys have gaming chairs?
Wait, gaming? What is it, Jimmy?
They call them gaming chairs. They're basically modern computer desk chairs.
Oh wow.
No. Now I know what you mean. I've heard
More
of
stuff
those,
more stuff to put in our new room up there.
yeah. Maybe, yeah.
Let's think about this
Yeah.
stuff, sidekick.
Pretty good.
Well, this chair, it's got a thing, like you could buy them where it's like a fan, and it would put a green screen right behind the chair for when you're like on air.
Oh.
That's cool. I like that.
All right, let's take care of
That
these
is cool.
chairs. We might have that system done. Take care of. Where do we look into this stuff? We got to put some money into something.
Yeah, see, I was thinking the ghetto sort of solution where you just have a solidly painted wall that's plain behind you. That's it. You win. You know what I mean?
That works too. Either that or honestly like a green cloth or blanket or something we drape over this thing back here. We're
I'm
good.
Yeah,
curious
but the
about
cloth-
the chairs that
okay.
Jimmy was talking about.
See, the
though.
cloth is a little more difficult, though, because you actually have to stretch that thing flat. I know from trying to work with the cloth that unless you have it on a frame or something, very difficult because you get a wrinkle in it and it causes an inconsistency in the color. It casts a shadow. So,
What
Yeah,
about
lighting it can be quite difficult.
what
Yeah.
about the chairs thing? That
yeah, I
Jimmy's
don't know
talking
about the
about.
chairs.
The gaming chair.
I don't know about the gaming chair. Like I said, I know the simple solutions.
I know. I'm gonna get the harder
Jimmy,
solutions.
tell us more about these gaming chairs. We
Gaming
don't know.
chairs.
Oh, well, I got one. It looks just like the one that Jean-Luc Pierre used just on the Star Trek Enterprise.
It looks like a Star. You got one of the Star Trek looking ones. Okay, I've seen
Is it on
those.
Amazon? Where do you get them from?
I think
No. Listen,
Where do you get 'em
you
from?
want to save money? Just go to Wish. Go straight from the Chinese. I got mine for $80.
Go to the Wish. Got that there, so I
Oh,
get.
okay. Well, $80. That's not bad at all.
That's
Wow.
cheap
Share like
for
that.
two. Are they for each or for two?
Oh, that's probably each.
No, that was just the one.
Oh.
Yeah, each. And normally they're, no. I got it down using coupons and other little tricks I know, but retail you're gonna pay like $300 for one of these things.
No, I want to get somewhere cheaper.
Yeah,
Like
well,
you were saying.
That's the thing. I mean, you can get it $80. You can get two of them, and still have money left over at $300. So
That what he was saying. What your
Indeed.
Jimmy was saying.
I got
is
you.
what
No,
I was-
well, maybe you gotta help Aaron out a little bit. I don't know if Aaron knows all those tricks. With getting the discounts.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I
might have to handle.
I'll have to get your email, your home address, and
Oh, yeah.
quite frankly, I'll have the thing sent to you.
Good idea. Get the home address. We're getting the home address, and we'll get started on that. Hey, we're getting something getting going here. Jimmy knows what he's talking about. That's a good idea.
Exciting. That's a very generous offer.
Yeah,
Jimmy.
thank you,
There you go.
Jimmy.
Well, again,
no problem.
if you ever want, just send me an email if you ever need to. Franz@theageoftransitions.com, and that goes for anybody who wants to send an email for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Just reach out.
Yeah,
to me.
yeah.
You can always
Tell
get
us
an
that.
email there, so it's
You
good
got
to
it.
get a hold of me.
I still got to get rid of that old email address I occasionally send you and it bounces back. I don't know what that was, but it doesn't work anymore.
Really?
Which one is
My
that?
other email address isn't working.
You had some email address apparently that I filed at some point under your name, and occasionally I accidentally click on it, and I'm like, unless I'm replying
Which
to
one
an
wa-
email you sent.
Which one was that?
I don't
Or
know.
was
but
it the one in orange?
It could be a few different things. Generally, there's been all sorts of weird technical issues all over the place for everybody as of late. And to be honest, it puts me on edge a bit. I wonder what's going on out there with all this stuff. So I'm always suspicious that that just everything's going to just
well, there was some.
go haywire.
Listen, I hate to add to your paranoia, but you know what happened to me today, right?
No.
Okay, well that's because you go to sleep at a human time. But here's the thing: at like 3:00 in the morning, where I am, I start getting messages that my website's down. I'm like, all right, look, I just migrated this thing. I borrowed money to be able to put the website onto a new server and everything. Okay, it was an expensive, painful, annoying process. Now my website's down. So I go and I check, and no, my website's not down. My web host is down. And I'm like,
Is it two
oh, okay, this is a big deal. So then I go do a little research, and I say to myself, wait a minute, I thought these guys were like super reliable. I checked that box off in my head. And yeah, indeed they are. From 2005 to now, right? It takes them 3 years to have a down day, right? So it's 99.9% is their uptime. Okay. And I'm like, oh, good. 3 o'clock in the morning, that's when my website goes down on that, 0.1% of the time that they're able to have a downtime is when I just after I join them, right? How you doing? Anyways, I thought that was hilarious, and then I go find out. I do a little, I'm going to dig into it. What happened? It turns out that a server farm in Texas went down, and it screwed up a whole bunch of stuff. And this web host that never has problems had a problem. It was like, okay, things are getting strange, Anyway,
that's crazy.
Yeah, no, it happens.
That is crazy. Yeah, it just seems like there's been a lot of that going on lately. I don't know why. I don't know if there's a reason. I don't know if it's like just coincidental.
I'll tell you one thing that hasn't gone out in a while, though, although we have seen total crashes of the system, is Google. Google, remember there was like a total sorry, your Gmail's not available. And the whole system went down. We saw that, but that hasn't happened in a while. Quite a while. Everybody else.
Yeah, they seem to be on top of things, don't they?
That's how we keep these things going. We're all doing all this hoping and stuff, and all what's going on here. Look at, like, for example, what happened tonight.
Hey,
you were a little behind because
Skype.
you couldn't have Skype action.
That's another one.
That's a problem.
Right.
No, I didn't even know what's going on. I'm sitting downstairs, actually listening to my show. He's on his show, and then they said it was off. What was happening?
Prime example, Uncle. Yeah, that's just another. That just seems those things just seem to keep happening lately.
So you got about another 20 minutes, just so you know, because of the time change here. All right.
Time change?
Yeah. Well, no, it's because he started late, so you guys finished late. But to quote Lisa Simpson really quickly, I mean, when they did a Future Simpsons episode, right? She goes into the internet and she walks into there, like total VR, metaverse kind of thing. And this was years ago, by the way. And she goes in there and she goes, "Well, okay, Google, I'm going to try you. Even though you've been slaved more than half of humanity, you're still a damn fine search engine." I know I'm paraphrasing, but there was a line like that.
How are we doing on here, Chuck?
I couldn't say it better myself.
There you go. So anyway, I'll shut up now. And you guys, Jimmy James is still on the line. Nobody else has called in, though. 319-527-5016 is the number to call. We are live if you're hearing us on a Friday night. There you go.
It's also having another problem. I know we've been busy and doing things. Being on contact with our customers here online, they let off of coming on.
Yeah.
That happens
We've been
too.
away.
We've been away a while, and people were saying, "Are they actually on tonight?"
Yeah.
Telling to themselves, "I don't know."
We're going to try to be here every week from here on out. Life has been busy. Life's been good, but it's been busy. I think we'll be able to make it at least most weeks. I don't think we're going to have any more gaps that I know of. Because actually, speaking of high elevations, I was in Santa Fe, New Mexico last Friday. So that's why we weren't here. And people don't, I don't think many people realize this. Right. I didn't. But it's a higher elevation there than it is in Denver, Colorado.
It is?
Yeah, it's like 7,000 feet above sea level.
So your healings popped.
Yeah, I guess it did.
It had to pop. How'd the stomach feel?
My stomach?
Now, how's your food situation? Now, wait a minute. This is a problem. As we were just talking earlier.
Yeah.
So don't eat that fast food stuff.
While you're up there, I felt very good. It was cold there and it was windy there. But when I was fine until actually I came back, like the day I came back here, I ended up feeling really terrible. I went to bed early. I woke up feeling okay the next day, but I felt horrible. I don't know what the deal was.
That is what we were just talking about, me and Chuck.
Yeah.
About being high up.
Maybe.
And you come back down, but you didn't eat none, right? Well, you
No,
eating anything? No,
nothing
that's
bad.
the opposite of me then, because when I eat and having that fast food stuff, it's a problem for my stomach. Now, I think you're the opposite of me on that. But you're drinking, well, that's another story.
Yeah. Jimmy, do you have
Jimmy.
much experience at higher elevations?
Yeah.
Any stories about that?
Well, yeah. In the 90s, I... One second.
Okay. Well, yeah, take your time. Yeah, high elevation's no joke. I mean, I was amazed how cold and windy it was in New Mexico. I was there. Albuquerque and Santa Fe are right next to each other, and they're both very high up. Santa Fe is the highest elevation state capital in the nation, if I'm not mistaken.
I was confused of the Mexico they're talking about. I thought the Mexicos are down south, and here they're going up north. I said, wait a minute. Where's Mexico supposed to be on the bottom, not the top? And then she's saying, no. I'm
New
confused.
Mexico.
I'm confused.
Wait a minute,
with
Uncle, are
this
you saying you just
Mexico
discovered there's a New Mexico?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Ah, okay.
There must be a New Mexico.
There is. It's called New Mexico.
Brand new. It's brand new.
I never even been there. I've been to the old one, of course, to check for my horse, for my saddles. I've been to them, but not up there. Not up.
A lot of equestrian activity down in Old Mexico. Old Mexico. And yeah, New Mexico is a state of the Union of the United States of America. It's,
I didn't even know they had one.
It's next to Texas. Also bordered by Arizona.
Gotta look at the maps now.
I think it's part of the Four Corners, I do believe. So Colorado also borders it. And then Old Mexico to the south. Yeah, a lot of desert in that state too.
Mhm.
Interesting state. Albuquerque, Santa Fe area. I wouldn't say there's a lot going on, but there kind of is. There's some interesting activities going on.
I'm back from my coughing fit there.
All right, Jimmy. Yeah, let us hear the story about you being up in the high elevations.
Yeah, what's this about high elevations?
Well, in the 90s, I spent a lot of time in the Balkans, and the mountains in Albania is definitely we're high up there, for sure. Oh boy, yeah, treacherous driving there. They're pretty high up there. I don't know how high, but man, they got a lot of mountains.
Mm.
And I mean, I've been in West Virginia plenty of times, and yeah, they got mountains, but not like that.
No. Yeah, the Mountaineer State, they call it. It is very hilly for sure, and there are mountains, but in terms of like actual elevation numbers, I don't know how high it really gets in West Virginia. But yeah, it's not like what you're saying in Albania and all that. It would be different, yeah.
I think everybody has a different way on their bodies, on foods and whatever. You have problems with the drinking and some other people differently.
Everybody's body is different, Uncle, and we all react differently to...
I know mine is. I know what is with mine now.
Yeah, it's good to know and realize the particulars of your body. So it's good to pay attention to what things like set you off, so to speak, and like what to avoid, what is beneficial, like what your body benefits from. It's good to take note of that. And yeah, I try to do this, and it's just a good thing to do. Just pay attention to the body, because it will tell you what it wants and what it does not want.
Well, doesn't want wine for you. We know that. Why the Santa Claus wine, of course. But that's with Crazy Bob. That's him and Bob talking.
Yeah, it doesn't like the Santa wine. I know.
But I mean, that's your problem. It's your body. But for me, it's the food.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, here we. It's just an example. That's it, Jimmy. It's just the example of how the bodies operate.
Great example. Great example there. Yeah, Jimmy. Anything
And
that your body has told you that
Yeah.
anything interesting it's said?
Yeah, it told me I did a real good thing, actually, because I had some real bad congestion, and I ordered some herbs from Christy. What's the name of the site, Chuck?
Yeah, you got some from Christy Aphrodite. Her site is mytrueessence.net. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that helped me to have productive coughs, and I coughed up a bunch of garbage, and now I feel an awful lot better.
She's
Good.
a doctor?
Well,
Ooh.
no.
No.
She's not a doctor.
No.
Oh.
She's just kind of a naturalist, an herbalist, I suppose.
Oh.
And I see that Lucum in the Ocelli.com chat, he's saying that stomach and digestion problems are also heavily affected by mental stuff like stress and anxiety.
That's what I had.
That's good to remember.
That's what I had. Stress and
You're
anxiety.
stressed out up in the desert?
Well, maybe that's some of it too. Some of it, maybe.
Well,
Not
think
all
about
of
it. He's got to go there, right? And he's setting things up, right? I mean, he's helping move.
Right.
That's got to be some
Right.
stress.
Little
I
bit.
guess.
That too. That might happen.
Just, yeah,
You know, there's things you got to watch your body say something.
you do.
I mean, you
do.
get your people, you get your hires, get them out there, and get it done. This is what I'm saying. I mean, you're up there, I know, for a holiday weekend. I understand that. Everybody go out there. But to get it completed, done, and then making your money, you've got to do that.
Uncle's saying I'm too relaxed when I'm in the desert. I need to be more focused on the business aspect. And then
Exactly.
maybe when I do,
Yeah, right.
maybe I'll have problems with the bathroom too. And then maybe that will be a sign that I'm doing things right, Uncle.
Well, maybe that's so.
That's what I need to be
But that's what you have to do. Start. Not, we lay down and relax on the bed. Well, I've seen that. Because I've been up there.
I'm too busy going into Yucca Valley and just like marveling at all the craziness. Like,
Well, we'll get there. We'll be doing all that. We'll do all that when we get it all settled.
man,
Is what I want to know. We want to get it all settled.
I
would think.
it's hard to even relay how interesting the area is up there. And
It
just
is,
like something
but-
as mundane as walking into Home Depot, say, is quite interesting in the town of Yucca Valley, I have to say.
The
There's always
Yucca
something
Valley,
going
the
on.
Yucca Valley is, I gotta say, it is quiet. It's
quiet,
like,
yes.
it's like
It
the
is and
farm.
it isn't.
To me, when I was on the farm, it felt like I might back on the farm again. That's my thinking of it. But instead of low, high.
Yeah.
That's my thinking of it.
Yeah,
That's my
it's-
thought of it. But I mean, everybody's got different thoughts, and that's my thought of it.
Yucca Valley is
Yucca Valley.
it's a weird feel because it's not large, but it's not entirely small either. This is the larger town that's just outside the Joshua Tree National
Good.
Park.
Right.
And it has a lot of things like, again, the Home Depots, the Walmarts, the fast food restaurants. It has that sort of stuff there.
They are loading it up there, let me tell you.
It
I mean,
is,
we drive up there. We get up there. We drive up there. First thing we see is food, gasoline places. And this is report.
It's gonna look
It's just going to look like
like Breezewood.
where we're living now.
It's gonna look like
I mean,
Breezewood.
Or whatever like that thing.
Before you know it, it's gonna
That
be
thing
just
on the
like
side.
Breezewood in Yucca Valley. It'll be a shame. It
Shame
is
to
developing quite rapidly there.
Quick.
especially,
Quick.
Landers, not so much, but
Well,
a little bit. There's things
not-
popping up around the area of Landers, but not to the extent of Yucca Valley.
No.
But even so, with the development and the remoteness, sort of both happening all at the same time, I love it there, and it's strange, and it's always I just always feel at ease up there, and there's always something happening. I gotta say, there's everywhere you go, there's always something interesting, and I could go on and on about that, honestly, but
how's our internet? Is the internet working yet?
I think
up there?
Oh, the internet? Yeah, the internet is up and running. So we
It
did
is,
do a
because-
live stream up there.
Because before we were doing it, we had a little bit of a problem. When we were looking into it, and the man was there, and
it's good.
with your
yeah,
wife
yeah.
and all, we were sitting there waiting.
And we've done one live stream from up there, and I'm hoping we can do some shows like this from there now, is what I'd like to do. So that's something to look forward to. But Jimmy, are you still there? Are you with us, Jimmy?
I am still here.
Okay, good. Because I just I minimized a window on my computer here. I was afraid it might have been something more important than what I believe it is, but I think we're still rolling.
That's the one I was probably looking at.
I think it was the Breezewood picture threw me off, Uncle.
Oh, was it that picture that I saw on the side of you? I've been watching that, and then finally going.
Perhaps. But I have a question again for you, Jimmy. Is there a place that you've been to that just kind of being there, no matter what the circumstance, you just feel relaxed and at ease just by being there, seemingly no matter what you do? Is there a place like that you've experienced?
Well,
Not so much?
no.
Okay, well.
Nothing jumps in. Okay, yeah. My grandpa's house.
Okay, cool.
Oh.
That's good. Yeah, I understand that too. Yeah, going to like a grandparent's house has a very unique feel about it. I agree with you on that. And yeah, it is always like you feel at ease and comfortable and say, oh, okay, it's good to be here again. So yeah, I can relate to that.
Of course, when you're up in the desert, you don't see much water.
No.
That's one thing less you don't see, because you can't go fishing or anywhere up.
That's the nature of the desert, Uncle.
I
Very
mean,
little water. Not much annual rainfall there.
No rainfall at all.
I think it might. Well, there's rainfall. I think it's
Some.
something like maybe 8 inches a year, something like that. It's
If
very little.
Little less, or maybe.
And it does snow up there around that area too, with the high elevation. It does get
Oh,
snow
yeah,
from
yeah.
time to time.
It does snow.
Sometimes.
Oh, maybe I can see some white stuff.
Count Pumper's asking, Uncle, do you or Uncle go to a place in your head to feel comfortable, and what is it? You have a place in your head that you go to that you feel comfortable with, Uncle? You got to answer that question for the count?
I guess you can say where we've been going. Up,
And away?
and away up in the deserts, up in the high opposite.
So you're agreeing with me. When you're in the desert, you do feel comfortable and at ease, and there's something about it that does have that quality.
It does have it. It's like I said. It's like the farm at night.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how I used to, we worked on the farm, and when I was up there, it felt like that. And it's the same way like that. I mean, real quiet. All you're hearing is the crickets. Cricket.
Yeah.
It's all you hear. But
Yeah.
everything else, you don't hear anything but that.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it felt like that. Of course, there, up in the desert, it might be birds or some other things.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of bird life up there. Some
You
very
got
interesting
loads
birds
of birds up
yeah.
there. They're flying around.
Yeah, and then there's some that don't fly so much. You got the quail and the
Oh, yeah,
roadrunner.
and the
that,
roadrunner and the quail. I've been trying to take a picture of the quail. In the phone, I cannot get a good picture of them
There's a
because
tons of
they fly up. I tell you, they ran. I see one on the street, they're gone. Before you take a shot, Where'd he go? Psst, gone.
They're
They act like roadrunners.
they're
What
hilarious.
is going
yeah.
on? They go crazy. I can never understand those
Their
animals.
little legs are going like so fast and they're
I mean,
flying across
they're
the
like
ground.
like a big chook snake. Slide by.
There's snakes there too. Yeah.
Yeah, there's snake there. But
A lot
I'm
of
just saying.
wildlife actually.
Yeah.
A lot of wildlife
And
up there.
darn, hey, where is that thing? They're taking a picture on my phone trying to find one. You can imagine doing that, trying to find one.
The quail is an interesting creature.
Quail, where you at, quail? Can't find it.
It's-
Somebody find
Well,
one.
Thank you for listening, everybody.
what
We're
happened?
be sure to check out our Instagram and Twitter at Uncle Podcast.
What's happening?
It's UncleThePodcast.com. The show is ending, Uncle.
Where's it ending? I don't see no time
it's
clock.
ending right here.
I don't see no time clock.
Well, we're here. I think I hear the ending music. Thank you for listening. Well, hopefully we'll be back next Friday. Until then, why don't you take us home, Uncle?
There's our show. 262. Boy, Chuck is fast.